little big wheel together, and it's been a challenge. The instructions were terrible, but not only that, in the box, the last one, we got the axle was missing. So they finally sent it to me in the latest. I had to return it. Amazon just took it back and they sent me another one. So they come with the axle, and you slide the wheels. You slide the wheel just as simple as that, right there. Put it right through the shaft, and one side came already clipped. So you can see here, there's the clip on the shaft, and then you just slide it through the whole thing right here. Okay, so there's the main frame that comes just like that without the wheels. Then the front wheel comes with these side covers. I had to pop them out, and I put everything else here on the table, trying to get the thing figured out how to put it on. So the instructions are a little bit better in that sense. As you can see here, they got the frame, then the wheels. They want you to take it apart, and they don't tell you much, but it's all trial and error. So there's the front page 1, and then page 2 indicates here to continue with the putting in the shaft like I just showed you. And then I haven't done the fork yet, but I was looking at this part here, which had me a little bit intrigued. So I've taken it apart, and I'm going to screw it the way it says. As you can see here, it's saying to screw it. Once you take the side cut, these covers come with it already mounted on the tire, so you got to pop them out carefully. Okay, I lined up 2 of the screws there. Once you do that, the other 2 will center the whole shaft on there. But again, you have to take this whole thing off, and the way they come off is that one of the sides has these little clips on one side, the other side has the holes, as you can see in here. So one goes, they kind of clip in through the holes on the wheel. We'll see that now. One note I wanted to make is that they have several screws. They got the big screws, and I'm sure that's for the steering wheel, but they have the little tiny ones, and those are the ones for the wheel here. So just want to make sure you see the difference. Okay, I screwed the other side. Now I'm ready to do this one. Just want to make sure you notice that this part here has an indentation. The way I took it apart, this side goes toward the wheel, and you just slide it in there, and you're gonna bolt it just the same as the other side, lining up. Okay, so I've got the screws kind of lined up. I'm gonna tighten them up now, but I just wanted to bring you back to what step I'm on the instructions is number 7. And I already had done this one, which is the shaft, and bolted on. And then on this one, that's the other side that I'm doing now. And here's the plate that they're talking about, that you slide it in. So again, this goes without those side covers. The next step is going to be putting on the side covers. So just wanted to review. If you have a problem figuring out which side to put that other one by, you can look in the one that's soldered on there, and that'll kind of guide you on which side to put in first. All right. Okay, so I tightened both sides, and I put now this cover. But I did notice a little problem, and the instructions, like I mentioned, they're terrible. They're worthless. I mean, they really don't explain things that much. But anyways, going back to this, when these little holes pop in there and they don't line up, you may need a little shaft or something to straighten it out so it'll go in, and you can push them all the way through, and you can see them there. Just want to make that note. And then here they're pressed in all the way down below. So it's now firm. Now I can put the other one in. But to put it in, honestly, the instructions don't say anything. Of course, it's low budget instructions, but hopefully they'll put my link on the YouTube for the instruction. But you can't pop this thing very easily. As you can see, I was having difficulty there putting it in, but you got to kind of force it in, and then you can get it inside. I thought I missed a step, but anyways, that's how you get it. And then you're going to press it right into the little holes, like right there. And they kind of just pop in there, no problem. Oh, I also noticed another problem here when you're putting it together. Even though you line it all up and everything, they kind of still stick out. And you really got to squeeze from both sides of the wheel in order to make them pop. Let's see if I can make the noise here and you can hear it pop. Here's one. Let's see. Oh. Oh, it's not popping. There we go. That one popped. See. I'll try again. Okay. Okay, I wanted to come back. I put all the screws in, popped them all around. It doesn't quite fit very well. Some of them may feel a little flimsy. Like I said, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but at least it's put together. When you mount it, I noticed that they have the arrow here indicating which direction you put the tire in. But I want to go back to the rear wheel because I just noticed now, and I knew that something was missing from the original instruction here. And they have these little sleeves, not very well explained in the instructions. I was noticing here. They got that part there, which is this here, which I couldn't figure out what the heck that was. But it's just to put that top in. Fantastic. So there's the instruction for that, putting that, the stop. But in between the shaft, there is a sleeve, and you can see it here, not very well, here, not very well explained. So in between the wheel on both sides, there's a little sleeve that goes in there, and that's what I'm putting in right now. So I put the other one on the other side. There it is. And here I'm going with the one. So I'm going to put the... Okay. So I mounted it in there. I had to do something a little bit unconventional here. I thought it was going to be easy. Just popped the... Okay. So you can see it there. I'm standing it on the bottom. Okay, so now we're up to the shaft, to the front fork, and there's the shaft and the two parts, and they go up straight up there. This is step 6, so I'm stepping backwards to my stepping. I don't follow conventional instructions, especially when they're garbage. So number 6, you see the shaft comes from below it up to the top in here. So you're gonna slide this in. There's the mouth of that, and that fits just right in there. And there's the hole for the shaft. So I'm going to put that in now. Okay, here's another correction to the instructions. But anyways, want to show you how to put the handlebars on or the front forks. So turn it upside down so it'll make it a little easier for you because you've got a shaft. You got to push the shaft from below on up. Now there's 3 shafts. You can see here. So here is their instruction here that it says it has to go from the bottom up. Great, no problem. Okay, now there is one shaft that is thicker than the other. Not coming in here. This one's a little thicker and it's got a shorter tip in the front for screwing. So that'll be a giveaway. So that's the one for the handlebar here, and it fits in there really tight. And then this here is for the handlebars, actually. The 2 skinny ones, they're for the handlebars. But anyways, so you want to stick it through here, according to the instructions. And it goes in a little tight, just so you know. And here I'm pushing it until it goes all the way through, okay? Then you want to flip it around, and then put the washer on there, and put the nut, and just tighten it down. Okay, so I had to get some tools out. It's been a while since I work on any mechanic stuff, but it's handy to have. It's good to have a set. If you don't have one, I recommend it. Always get me out of trouble and save me time. But anyways, so I'm tightening up the main bolts, And I got pliers down in the bottom there to hold it meantime. And so I'm gonna tighten that up. Okay, so I put it on there, but I noticed it's got a little bit of a play. I don't know if this is normal or not, but I've tightened it pretty much. And as you can see there, it's pretty much tightened, but I'm gonna tighten a little bit more, see if I can get that little play out of it. Although I know the kids are gonna run the crap out of it anyways, and they'll loosen it back up, but anyways. Okay, so I raised that a little bit more. I gave it a couple of turns. You can see it's coming out the top there a little bit. And now it's tighter, but it still has a little bit of a play in it. But it's tight, feels firm, not too hard, but it still has a little bit of a little play in there, which is probably normal. I'm not gonna force it right now. I think it's okay for right now, but anyways, I wanted to show you. You gotta play it by ear when you tighten that. Just wanted to say again, so it's pretty tight, it still has to play, but you don't want to over tighten it to where they have a hard time turning left and right, and that kind of thing. It's going to loosen up anyways as they ride it, and that should be fine. Now one notice I noticed here, they have a caution in reference to that bolt, that it could fall out and get hurt, somebody can get hurt. But this nut has a piece of plastic in the middle, so it tightens up pretty firm. It shouldn't fall out if you have it pretty tight. Anyways, I'm now on step number 9, starting to do the handlebars. And I just unpacked them. And I noticed that they have a left and right. Well, no, they don't have a left. They just got a left, not a right. There's your left. So this is going to be the left side. And I'm going to put the screws. There's the long shafts there. I'm going to put them all the way through and put them in here. Okay, so one's in there. It's better to press it against the shaft, the main shaft here, to be able to slide them in, because they may not line up to come across on the other side. So I'm gonna put the other one on there. Okay, so I got that bolt in there, and both of them are ready. I tightened it up, but there really is no dead stop on it, and so you're just gonna have to play it by ear. And it's pretty firm now. As you can see, it's pretty tight here. I don't want to over tighten it. This is not a good idea to over tighten it anyways. Here, now it's filming. Okay, so now I'm tightening up the bottom bolt. As you can see, it's getting tighter, and I don't want to overdo it, but it's pretty much tight at that point. We got the cover for the screws here. This is just a pop on here, and the other side the same thing. Here's the back seat, and this is adjustable. They can put it wherever they sit. And then we got the other side for the other bolts here. And like I said, it just clips on here. It's just a clip on. Okay, there we go. It's probably gonna fly after these kids start riding it. They take it apart anyways. And then you got the speedometer. It just clips on there. It just goes in there tight. And we're good in shape. All right. So I'm gonna put the pedals out now and the front wheels. Here's the pedals. You've probably seen them already. I didn't know what the heck this was. But those are the pedals, and I'll put the front tire. Okay, so we got the front wheel on. It's not a big deal. All it is this little bracket here is left. I got 2 screws. I was short shipped, and I'm not sure what happened, but I got another screw here pretty close to what it is. And so you just put the shaft on there, and this little part just goes right in there like that, and the little screws. I'm guessing this one, because I had a little one left over, the little short one goes on the bottom, and then the longer one on the top, right there. The longer one on the top and the shorter one on that side here. So I'm gonna put those on now. So this is the other side. I already mounted it, but I want to make sure that you know that there's an R and an L on each one of those. Or at least this one has the R on it. I didn't see the left on the other one. but let me see if the camera can get it here. There's the R. Okay. Okay, so I was laying left and right. Some people don't know which is their left and which is their right. But as you see, the shaft is also, or the main tire support here, the fork has an R for right, and the R should line up. So if you don't know the difference between your left and right, you know, that was nice of them to stamp that. And so we are all done with everything here. And the test does a spin, and it's spinning. All right, there you have it. Now it's time to put some decals and we're good. Okay, so this is step number 9 that we put the handlebars on, and then the front wheel is number 11 right there. And there's the left and right little stoppers for the wheel. And you want to watch the direction of the tire, I guess. I'm not sure. I don't think it makes a difference, the direction, but. And then I put the pedals on before I put it on, which is fine. The seat's simple, it just pops in there. There are no decals. I thought there was decals here, they're not. Nothing much. The seat will pop off and on so the kids can adjust it. And that's about it. I think it's a fun little toy. I wish we had it when we were little. But anyways, probably plastic was not that good of a product to make at the time. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. There are no decals. I thought these were decals to put on it, but they're not. Some other information on it. And that's the Radio Flyer. This is Carlos signing off. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.